As okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, a beautiful lady in front of me. Her name is Maria, and she's a model. Let's find out a little bit about you. What kind of model you are? Can you tell your story? Why we should listen to you about modeling? What do you know about modeling?
Hi everyone. I'm modeling from 14. I'm very professional in this field. In my experience, I did Milano Fashion Week, LA Fashion Week, Orange County Fashion Week.
Where where,
Also,
where do you live?
before I lived in Belarus and I moved in US like 3 years ago,
Okay, so we
approximately.
both speak Russian. Excellent. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that
On what
you
on
can.
what language you prefer to do an interview? I can do on
I think
both.
we let's keep this version in English and maybe we can do another one in Russian.
Okay.
So 3 years ago you moved from Belarus. Did you model back home or you model only here?
I model back home and also I model in Europe.
Model in Europe. Excellent. Um, what do you know about modeling nowadays and at the COVID time? Is there any life hack like social distancing or wiping the things that you can do that may be useful for the audience? For example, I noticed some that models who can do their own makeup, who can do their own hair, save. It's basically less people on the set because you can do additional things on the set. So the less people there, the more chances that everybody will be healthy.
Yeah, it's depend on photo shoot because
Mhm,
sometimes you're not able to do like professional makeup as they do. But on example, I did a mask photo shoot for like Amazon and eBay.
mhm.
Like a mask hand sanitizers, and for sure, like I did a makeup by my own, so to
Where
involve
are you
less.
based? Where are you now? Are you
Now
like I'm in New York?
I'm in Los Angeles and 12:30 here.
Okay, so you're in Los Angeles. Is it as bad as here in New York or over there, or it's getting better?
I just been a week ago in New York. I would say it's the same because like dining is all closed. It's only like patio opened, but they
Mhm.
start to reopen gyms. So
So think,
like
because with us things are getting worse. With you things are getting better.
yeah, hopefully, yeah. But I don't know. It's might be predicted second wave of COVID.
Yes,
So,
yes, that's what they're talking about. Yes,
but
that's
still
correct.
in masks and like all photographers and makeup artists they wearing the mask and sometimes like a plastic shield for
Hmm.
the faces so
For the
like
eyes.
everything sanitized and we take all measurements that we can in this situation.
Okay. Uh, mm, so what other steps can you take as a model? Can you have less contacts, stay away from a place? How do you know that people that you work with didn't go everywhere around and they might, bring COVID with them? Do you work with people that you really know, like people who kind of consistent crew, like like little crew again and again, rather than having new people all the time? Is there any traits to working during the COVID times?
Yeah, like now I'm having like offers and suggestions from people that I used to know before the COVID, and as usual, it's e-commerce.
Hmm.
Now a lot of offers for the e-commerce. I feel like now it's even like more developing than before. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'm working for online shops. Like it's
Gotcha.
like work for catalogs or like a printed shoots, like less magazines now. Mostly like I'm focused on the e-commerce now.
Gotcha. What about like maybe share with the audience like maybe a funny story or a sad story, something that happened with you, maybe or you heard of on the set, something that can make audience relate to you. A story that you can share?
Um, well, I think like now everyone is depressed this time, so I wouldn't share like any sad stories about modeling, but I can share a positive story, like my experience here. When I come to US, in general, country is very, I think, hospitable for modeling, and like, I was very surprised that requirements for model is very different in US than in Europe, I would say. On example, LA Fashion Week, like girls that not at like 20 or 0 size can also be like on a fashion show, which is
Of
like
course.
unacceptable for Europe, because like even me, like being like 00s, I've been on diets and so on if I want to go to Milano Fashion Week. So here it's pretty flexible, and I think
It,
it's
over
very,
here, it's mostly, I think it's about the money. If you have billions of dollars to spend and you buy a lot of clothes from designers, they will want you to be on the runway, even
yeah.
if you look ugly. But if you all your friends are wealthy, and when you walk the runway and you buy the clothes and you buy your family buys the clothes, they will want you to be on the runway. So it's not necessarily about the looks. It's more like what do you represent. If you own many buildings, if you all have inherited like Paris Hilton, a huge estate, regardless whether you're beautiful or not, they will want you to be a part of the show.
Yes, it's true. And here I've been on a casting because at the
Hmm.
beginning I have a model agency, so I went to open calls to do a casting. And like from beginning, for my first LA Fashion Week there, I were like main models that were closing the shows. Was like fantastic, and like my dream come
Oh,
true.
opening or closing? Closing
Close,
the shows.
I were
Show.
fine.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's even
Hmm.
like more.
Showstopper. Uh-huh.
Mhm. Yeah, also here I did charity events. I've been invited to do Babes in Toyland event, where we're signing my pictures, giving autographs, and they sell like wallpapers and my autographs, and this all went to the charity purposes, which is
Okay.
very awesome too. And like they invited big influencers and models in general. So and organization was amazing. I've been there 3 times. Yeah,
Wow.
and I would go more after. Hopefully, when everything gonna be reopened, because many events that I have to be like was canceled. Fashion
Have you
weeks,
done any fashion pranks?
fashion prank. We did some like videos on a
Do you know
backstage.
like Do you know, like, there are different runway walks, right? There
Yeah,
is a mermaid walk when you walk like very little steps, like when the
yeah,
dress is very tiny, and sometimes the dress is really big, and you have to when you make really huge steps to make the garment move. You have to kick the dress from inside out to make it move.
yeah. I
And
that.
sometimes like if you show like a swimwear, the designer would ask you to do bouncy walk. Are you familiar with bouncy walk?
Yeah, of course.
It's also there are a lot of Mexican designers, so they do like a chick walk. Are you familiar with chick walk?
Yeah.
Uh, what about chicken walk?
Uh, well, yeah, in general, I do like fashion work is usually because I do like couturier most of the time,
Mhm.
long
That was
dresses.
my prank on you.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be funny because the chick walk is actual term, and the chicken walk is like when models don't walk like a chicken. So that's supposed. I guess I delivered the joke or the prank incorrectly. Couldn't get on that one. Okay. But I think this, if you guys watch my channel, I prank that way Miss Mexico, and we got a lot of views on that video, and I think the fashion pranks and jokes really work sometimes, like especially when you prank beautiful models. Uh, what about like maybe advice for the models or for photographers? Is there any life hack that you can share?
I would say like never agree on some, like even if you don't have a portfolio, never agree on some like not legit work or some stuff from a Craigslist or some like messages which is suspicious to your direct like on
Mhm.
Instagram. Just make a good checking on a like provider of work,
Like
who they
check the
are,
references.
company is, check the
Hmm.
references, because I heard a lot of creepy stories from girls who just
Hmm.
begin and never go desperate for this, and never lower your standards. So don't work for free, and don't agree on
Even
some.
if Paris, even if Lady Gaga asked you to model, you would still not work for free, right? What if like a Madonna asked you to model for her, like to be in her show? Would you work for free or for exposure, or you would still ask for money?
Well, yeah, it's depend on the situation. I'm just telling about
Hmm.
like suspicious offers. They suggest you do this for free, and you don't know where is this location in some like
Right.
apartment, not a photo studio. But
Yes,
yeah,
that's a
usually,
good advice. Like
yeah, but it's
we
usually it's
like
how.
usually like when before you go on a set, you like write, okay, I'm going such and such place with such and such person. This is the phone number. Leave it with your roommates or classmates or like your parents, so they know where you go. So God forbid you get missing, they know where to look for you. That's important to like usually itineraries. Like if you have like a schedule for a week, someone should know where you're gonna be this week. So in case something happens, they know where to search for you. Yeah, makes sense.
Yes, usually I'm checking profiles of photographers, website of a company to see
Hmm.
that it's legit. It's not like a three pictures like and one follower, like,
Right.
um, yeah, this is
And
important.
especially the big ones, the guys who have millions of followers and people who have big portfolio, they are confident that people will do whatever it takes, and they just young models wants to work with them, and they will take advantage using their name. Oh, I'm so big, no one will believe you. So just because someone is really famous, really like we had plenty of rapists and plenty of crazy people among famous people as well. So like just because someone has a big name, a big photographer doesn't make it less of a problem. So they still make sure that you have common friends and they kind of can reference, say, yeah, I work with this guy and it's all legit. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. It's a small world. Everybody knows each other. I'm sure you can find common people that work, and you can check with fellow models. Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, because
What
many
it?
girls in beginning of their career, like they want
Mhm.
to become model, famous, and whatever it takes. This is wrong. Like appreciate yourself, value yourself. You can do great, and you just be patient and yeah, look for the suggestions and filter them. So.
Makes sense. If I may ask, what is your like a social media, like Instagram, or if people wants to hire you and work with you, how they can reach out through your agency or directly to you? Like, what would be the best way to like email or something?
I have both. I'm an agency, and but in my experience, especially like in COVID time, I getting more offers through the Instagram because social media now playing a big
Mhm.
part. Like it's, I think, um, the best like advertisement of you or something, because as usually I getting through my friends, their photographers or their agents that invited me to some projects. And yeah, I have Maria Hageli. It's my official Instagram, only one page. So, and yeah, I get booked through Instagram most of the times. Less is Facebook, not a popular.
Not even like Model Mayhem.
But
Gotcha,
yeah,
guys. Let So
sometimes.
the time is running out for us. So if you want to Maria to come back to the channel, please
Mm,
comment, please like, please write your questions, and then we can invite her to come back, and maybe you have more questions for her. She can share her peace of mind. Thank you. And
thank you so much. Good one.